Today we want to go over an acronym that can be helpful in writing up progress notes. So it's the SOAP Progress Notes format. SOAP being the acronym that makes it easy to remember the format for these particular progress notes. So we'll begin with each letter in the acronym and explain what it is and just go over it briefly. So we begin with the first letter, S, which is the subjective portion. S, the subjective portion of the progress notes. In this stage, you basically ask the person, you tell me the symptoms, the way you feel, describe for me the level of pain, things like this. So it's the patient's perception of the problem, the patient's perception of the problem. I feel dizzy, I'm hot, I have a fever. It's their evaluation, so it's subjective. It's what they think. Next, O, is the objective portion. And under this category, what you're going to do is take a history, do a physical exam, and then do diagnostic testing. So you're going to get hard facts and figures to line up with then their subjective assessment. And when we think in terms of the objective part, you want to look at observable signs like pallor, bleeding, vomiting, along with the results of the diagnostic testing, the physical exam, and the patient history. All this is critical in the objective portion where you're just getting data as much as you can. So you begin with S, subjective. This is what they think the problem is, their perception of the problem. O, objective, taking data. Then that leads us to A, assessment. A, assessment. At this portion, you're going to combine the subjective perception on the patient's part with the objective data that you recorded by the history, the physical exam, and the diagnostic testing. All of that combined to reach a conclusion. So their subjective perception, your objective data collecting, assessed by combining those and reaching a conclusion. And then that is followed up then once you've made your conclusion with P, the plan. This is the approach then to resolve the problem. So their subjective perception of the problem, your objective data collection, assessing those by combining them and reaching a conclusion, followed finally by the plan, which is the approach taken to resolve the problem. So this has just been a basic overview then of the acronym SOAP in progress notes format to help you remember the subjective patient's perception, the objective accumulation of data through history, physical exam, diagnostic testing, the assessment, combining those two to reach a conclusion, and then finally P with the plan to resolve the problem. If you'd like to learn more about this or related things, underneath this video you'll find a link. If you'll click on that link, it'll take you to the website that has that information, and while you're on that website, you'll also find a link to an ebook that's ready for immediate download.